Hello, my name is Darkmoon Doll, and on Saturdays I do this show called Upcycled and Recycled Fashion. Upcycled and Recycled Fashion is a show where I just share with you the clothing that I consider upcycled and recycled. I talk about the importance of recycling clothing, regardless of it having like holes in it or stains. A lot of those clothing items that you just chuck in the garbage or throw in, just donate to the thrift store, ends up in a landfill a lot of times. So that's what this show is all about. The previous shows I've been doing have been about these two dresses, upcycled dresses that I've been working on. I just decided to take a break from that for a little bit because I just now got some more thread to work on those. So what I'm going to talk about now is how people dress according to the time that they were born, or the kind of like that age range of when they were born, and I don't know, for me it's like I noticed I established what kind of I don't know if you say style, but what I like to wear as a person to express myself, and that's a lot of patterns and different colors and adornment whenever I can. And sometimes, like, if you think back to that time, like when you were in high school, what did you wear? This is pretty much how I dressed in high school. When I was growing up, I didn't have a lot of money. We were poor. I lived with my sister and her two kids. So I had to be very creative and inventive with what I could wear and what I could afford. And a lot of times I couldn't afford to buy much of anything. So, and funny thing that happens is, like, I remember when I was a teenager, I had these jeans that I really liked. They were ice wash jeans, stretch jeans, with a zipper in the back of them. And I really liked those jeans a lot. And once I was like running from this guy or something, he's trying to chase me, and it was weird. But anyway, I stumbled and I slipped and I ripped my jeans at the knees, both of them, both knees. And so I was like, oh great, my brand new pair of pants. I came to school the next day and I had the ripped jeans, on, because it was the only pants I had. And people seemed to like that. It was weird. And I would do stuff like, summertime I didn't have any tank tops, so I took this sweater, really thin sweater, and just cut it, like at the midriff, and cut the sleeves off. And people seemed to like that. That was weird. I was doing it because I couldn't afford any better. And that's a case in point with this shirt that I have on today. I don't know if you can see it, but see, it's kind of sculpted itself. This is a very old shirt, and it's got holes in it all over it. But I decided to keep it because I kind of like the way it looks. Now this kind of look is in style now, but people are doing everything they can to try to make those rips and tears in there perfectly, strategically, when all I had to have is like a moth attack my shirt. Why would you go out of your way to pay for something that someone strategically ripped up in a specific pattern, and it's a brand new pair, a brand new, like, man, it's just like a brand new piece of fabric that was produced just so it can be ripped up and destroyed. Why do that when you can just let it happen naturally? 9 times out of 10, those people that buy those kind of clothes, they'll only wear them so many times, and before they just chuck that and get something new. I just find it hilarious. I also want to talk about, too, a project that I've been working on as well. I just ran out of paint because I used the last bit of my paint on this project. But it was fun. I was feeling like expressing myself. So I took my white hoodie, which I don't really like having white, like pure white of clothing all the time because it gets dirty really easily. But this is what I started doing with it. I took regular acrylic paint and I started painting the skulls on it along with the embroidered design that was already on there. And I thought it would be cool to paint this whole entire hoodie because it's like stained, so just regular old acrylic paint so far. But yeah, that's what I'm talking about, just being creative and expressing yourself and wearing stuff that expresses, let's see, can you see it now? Wearing stuff that expresses who you are. And I think that's what's the main importance of this show, really, is to tell you guys, don't be afraid to express yourself. I don't care what era you come from, you know, when you were born. But I know that what I wear reflects when I was born. I was born in the 70s. I wear a lot of these kind of colors and patterns, and I like that. And then I was a teenager in the late 80s to early 90s, graduated in 91. So that kind of reflects what I like to wear, because that's what I was exposed to, and I kind of like, wow, it's just kind of stuck. And I like it. It's getting more elaborate, though, the way that I like to dress, because it's reflecting who I am as a person, and I want to reflect my ancestors, my culture, where I've come from. So this is a bag that I've been making, and I would consider this upcycled and recycled fashion, because it's nice to have a bag that reflects how you are too. So this is pretty cool. I've been cleaning out my my studio, and I've been coming up and seeing all this stuff that I have that I need to finish, or want to finish. Shouldn't say need to finish. But yeah, this is one of it's a handbag, and it's made out of like a rice bag. These are bottle caps at the bottom for beads. But yeah, this one's fun. It's supposed to be like a tribal face, because I was really inspired by the tribal masks. And this is a pocket right there where you can put stuff in there. So yeah, I just say, people, express yourself. Be individual. As you look at my armpit there. Be individual. Be you. And try to do what you can for this environment. Some people think it's not important to recycle and upcycle, and they just chuck shit on the floor, on the ground outside. Just throw it in the trash. Sometimes I don't think it's a matter of not being aware. It's just a matter of not really caring. Because if you don't really care about yourself, then you don't care about Mother Earth, really. So what's the big deal? So yeah, please be conscientious about that, about recycling and upcycling. That's what I promote. I really believe in the power of using things to their very last end, instead of just accumulating more and more stuff that pollutes the environment. Alrighty, guys, thank you so much for joining me today for Upcycled and Recycled Fashion. Yeah, just be creative. Be you, man. And woman. Be you. And I think that fashion should reflect who you are, your personality. So, alrighty, guys, till next time. Peace. Whoops.